Dodge just released the new Charger Sixpack with 550 horsepower built on the same platform as the next generation Giulia and Stelvio, which means they will also have 550 horsepower. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rise. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video where the new Alfa Romeo Giulia and Stelvio will be the next two major new models from Alfa Romeo. But rumors suggest that they could be preceded by another vehicle in Melfi. Although the official confirmation is currently pending, these two cars, the second generations of the current models, will arrive later on. Now, it's rumored that they will arrive hopefully by the end of 2026 as 2027 models, hopefully not all the way until 2028, but this will allow for the inclusion of internal combustion engines in the range. And interesting news just recently emerged here from the United States that could indirectly concern the two future cars from the Alfa Romeo brand, because we're getting a peek at what the new Alfa Romeo Giulia and Stelvio could be mechanically thanks to the new Dodge Charger, because they're based on the same Stella Large or STLA Large platform as the new Dodge Charger Sixpack, and now the American muscle car has been presented with a gas engine version. So with that said, it gives us a precise idea of what the new Giulia and Stelvio features will be. We got to start with the 3-liter inline-6 engine of the Dodge Charger Sixpack, because that's the name of the new gas muscle car or petrol muscle car, available in two different versions. The standard output is 420 horsepower and 635 newton meters of torque. Now that could be the standard Giulia and Stelvio. Now the high output version of the new Dodge Charger Sixpack has 550 horsepower and 720 newton meters of torque. So that could be the quadrifoglio variant of the new Giulia and Stelvio, or Alfa Romeo could save this as a middle slot for the Giulia and Stelvio and make the quadrifoglio hybrid powered or fully electric. Now, the latter is most interesting, both in terms of performance, because the power of the quadrifoglio variants here in the United States reached 505 horsepower. So this will be 45 more horses than the Alfa Romeo Giulia and Stelvio Super Sport, the farewell versions of the quadrifoglio. And now on the Stella Large platform, it features all-wheel drive, but can be switched to rear-wheel drive, transferring 100% of the torque to the rear wheels. Now, it's natural to imagine a very similar technical layout for the future Giulia and Stelvio quadrifoglio, equipped with an 8-speed automatic transmission, self-locking rear differential, launch control, and a load of new features and specifications typical of the Charger Sixpack high output. The fact that the Stella Large platform features these specifications bodes well for the new Alfa Romeo Giulia and Stelvio, ensuring it maintains a distinctively sporty DNA. However, there are several issues that remain to be resolved, primarily the engine. An inline 6 is definitely tempting, but we'll have to see the emissions levels of the Hurricane engine that powers the Dodge Charger Sixpack, because regulations here in the United States are much less stringent than in Europe. And the 3-liter engine from here in America could have a tough time over in Europe. It's possible that we could get a higher output version here in the United States versus Europe. And under the hood of the new Alfa Romeo quadrifoglio, the 2.9-liter V6 from the previous versions could once again be found, updated to comply though with the Euro 7 standard and combined with, well, all-wheel drive with the Q4 system, capable of driving only the rear wheels in certain situations, alongside the aforementioned specifications where you have rear differential, launch control, and so on. Now, what about the electric version? Again, some time ago, Gianfilippo Imparato, the former CEO of Alfa Romeo, had talked about that 1,000 horsepower new battery-powered Giulia quadrifoglio, but following the departure of Carlos Tavares and the arrival of Antonio Filosa, who now is the CEO of Stellantis, well, the industrial plan is set to change. So who knows whether the Alfa Romeo electric powertrain will also play a role in the high-performance versions. That 1,000 horsepower quadrifoglio might not exist. We'll have to see what happens if it arrives, or we leave that quadrifoglio variant to the 550 horsepower Hurricane engine that's currently in the Charger Sixpack. But what do you guys think? Drop those comments down below. How many versions will we get? Will we get the 400 horsepower, 500 horsepower, and 1,000 horsepower quadrifoglio? How will this all play out? Do you feel like we're going to have exactly what we have in the Dodge versions here in the United States and something different over in Europe? I want to know. Now, with that said, if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. But also make sure you guys check the links down in the description below if you guys want to help further support the channel. I appreciate that extra love. Thank you so much. You guys can also check out the Rise merch and subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.